And fingers crossed this time. Yeah, it's just going to take a little bit of messing around, I think, until I'm used to it. Excuse me. The quality of the picture seems a little bit better on that one. Let me just go on to my page. This is the first time that I'm able to do this through a laptop. Kayla, the picture quality seems a lot better as well on this one. Am I right in saying that? Let me just go to my channel. And there we're on. Right, brilliant. So I'll just leave this one up there for now. Right, so I'm going to pick something out. I don't know whether I'm going to necessarily pick something out of the book, or I really want to colour that, but then again I don't, because she's handwritten it for me. I wouldn't want to spoil it. I'm a sucker for keeping anything that's personalised. Have you seen my flip through of this book? It's a lot different from anything else that I've got, and I do like the fact that it's perforated. So I was thinking one out of this, or one of the printed off images. I'm more leaning towards this one, these ones. You will hear Isabel, she's still awake in the background. Hi Susan, is that better now? Welcome back everyone. Like I said, I'm still messing around with the settings. I've gone through streaming through the webcam at the minute. Oh, that wasn't me, Kayla, that was Debbie Loves to Colour. It was fabulous that I actually requested that. It was fabulous. I've actually already followed her tutorial, and I've finished the page already actually. I think she's talking about doing a lip one next, I believe. Yeah, Tammy, I took the other one off because I think the quality of that one wasn't any good. So I've just made a new stream. Yeah, I think I am going to go. Let me just move these out of the way. I think I'm going to go with one of the set of arts. Yeah, there's too many Debbies now, I think. People are getting mixed up. But Debbie's is Debbie Loves to Colour, and she spells her name with 2 B's. Is that the one that's the wrong way around? Yeah. And I've not tested this paper, so I'm not sure what it's going to be like with any sort of watercolour or markers or anything. But I think I'm leaning to, I like that one. I'm leaning towards one of these. Oh, isn't that dead cute? That'll look dead nice in Isabel's room. How cute. Hi, Kessa. I'm very well, thank you. How are you? I'm hoping that the picture looks a million times better than the other one. I'm still going to have to mess around with that other app, I think. Do they call it an app on a laptop? It used to be called programs, I think, way back when. All right, Tammy. And that's a really cute one as well. See, with these images, it's very similar to the set of art that she's got, you know, like with the headdress on. I always end up missing Kayla's streaming. It ends up popping up at about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning my time, so obviously I can't sit there and watch that one as well. I can't lie there in bed and watch it at that time. I really like that one as well. I don't know which one to pick. Right, between these two. I think I'm going to pick this one. It's quite thick card, so I'm hoping that it's going to behave. It's a lot thicker than the book anyway. I've got 2 different lights tonight, so I'm hoping that'll help with the shadows that my hands create. Right, let me get some supplies out, because like I said, I've not even thought about this tonight. What do we want to go in with the hair? I think I might base. I am going to do actually. Wrong ones. Is it these ones? And these ones. And where's my book? There it is. Right. I need a tester sheet as well. I think I need to buy a new pad just for using testers. I'm running out of room. Right, let me test these colours. Some of the lighter shades. I can't remember what colours these culprits are in. I don't tend to reach for them all that often, unfortunately. Right, I need a board. Told you I wasn't really set up tonight for this. Yeah, that should be alright. It's going over the edges a little bit. Just let me test these colours out. I don't even think I've swatched these in my book. Is that the lightest? No, that's the lightest. That's more of the pinky one. Right, I'm going to go with that one straight away. I know which one I want to use, which is E00 and the Copic Cho, I believe, yeah. Labour in the kitchen at home. Well, I bet that was terrifying. Right, let's just start this off. I don't know whether it's me not getting on with these pens or just not practicing enough, but I can't get on with the brush nibs. It always looks streaky without a fail. So I'm going to go in with the chiselled side and hope. Let me put a light here. I've got a little teeny tiny light here and then a big one in front of me. So hopefully that'll solve my problem. So welcome anybody else that is coming in. I'm doing this image from the, this isn't actually from the book, it's just a set of art that she sends out with the new book. I believe that you can get these as separate PDF versions from her Etsy site. When the stream is finished, I'll put the link in the description for you all. Just in case you want to check it out. So it seems to be alright for markers so far. I'm going to use the pointy side as well, the brush side, just for these finer areas. I'll look up at chat in a minute. I just don't want to have streaks, especially not on the skin. And Isabel's still talking away in bed. Let me try with this brush side. Is it me just doing this wrong? That's not too bad. Yeah, it might be streaky in the bigger areas. I don't know. Let's just go with it and see. What's everybody been up to today? And the weekend, Monday, tomorrow. Hiya, Olga. How are you? This is the Mariolibu deck images. First time colouring in them. Have you got a bubble down here? I bet you have not. You're roasted. I think they'd be lovely framed, these ones. I'm not sure. I should have measured them, but I'm sure that they'll be on the Etsy site, the measurements. It's more of a square shape. Oh, please don't leave streaks. And Isabel, don't start with your sneezing. Decorating the bedroom almost done. Is it coming on now? What else is there left to do, Susan? It's hard work, isn't it, decorating, but once it's done, all nice and fresh, it's worth it. We got Isabel's bed delivered on Friday, I believe, new bed, like a specialist bed that she needs. And the chaos that caused in this house was unbelievable. I had toys, all sorts in my front room, everything needed to be moved out of the bedroom so they could build it. So that was fun. I'm feeling like this is going to go streaky. I'm going to have to go in with like a million layers to cover it up. No. Or is that looking on camera? It looks quite light, but I promise you it is darker. What are you watching? What are you watching? Your husband's practically in tears here.
It's that leaving the wrong road trip thing.
Yeah.
The wrestling.
The what?
This wrestling thing with the cat one on the back. Messing about. Jerry read that for you because it's something else that Freddie Flintoff would be good at because he felt like he's a big bloke, he's really, it's not fair. Why do we do everything that Freddie looked good, he's 6'8" and 20 stone, I'm supposed to beat it.
Hi Jackie. Lovely to see you. How are you? Yeah, my husband looks like a big kid sat there laughing at the TV. Right, that's a bit of a skin there. What about this bit here? Because there is no... See, let me just lift that up because that looks like it's streaky that to me. I'm going to have to go over that with another layer. Yeah, I just don't get on with the brush side. I just need to practice more, I think. I just really don't get on with it. So I'm going to go over with another layer. But with the chisel side. Is anybody else thinking about getting this one? I hadn't seen any flip throughs of anything on it. I watched Kate's flip through of the new Kirby book as well. That one looks really, really good. It's got plenty of dinosaur pages in it anyway. I was actually working in one of his boots 2 nights ago, I think. Not worked in them for a while. Come on, this as well seems like it's drying up, and that's not possible because I barely even used it. I'm not going to worry too much about it because I'm going to go over it with pencil anyway. Right, let's see how we get on with the neck now. So how is the camera, guys? Is it still alright and the noise still alright, the sound? I am still going to have to mess around with the settings, because I think it was Sammy that told me that I think streaming this way will be no longer possible very, very soon, so I'm going to have to learn the other way and how to do it. I don't want to keep messaging people asking them, so I want to figure it out for myself. I feel like I'm being a bit of a nag. Yeah, it feels like it's drying up on me, this. That is weird. Or is it because of the paper? I don't know. Yeah, I'm really not enjoying these at all. Right, let me try the other side. Honestly, it feels like it's drying up already. There's no way of checking, is there, how much ink is left in Copics, or is there? Am I missing something? Right, let me try and go over with a different colour here, because I'm going to end up losing my patience with that. See, that one's fine. That one's really juicy. Oh dear, well, this has not gone off to the best start, has it? Just trying to be quick before it dries up on me again. I think I prefer, I've actually got the skin set of the Lamushe ones, and I think I do prefer them over these now. Right, so if I bring this colour up, how's it going to look? Well, Tammy, do you live stream or do you just do videos? I've seen a couple of your videos, but I couldn't remember whether you live streamed or not. And Kayla, what do you use for your live streaming? Do you go through the webcam, or do you use some sort of, I think it's OBS? OBS? Oh, that should be fine. Right. So you can literally two separate colours. It's actually got a bit of sunburn there, and she got a bit of fake tan on her face. What's going on? Yeah, well, that's what I was using, Kayla, the Streamlabs. I'm thinking I'm going to have to Google it and spend the day learning, I think. The only reason that I stopped doing that was because, like, in the daytime, if I wanted to live stream and anybody phones you, it just cuts you off instantly. And obviously no one wants to come into a stream like that. And it was annoying me, let alone the people that were watching me. I'm just going to go over the whole of her face with this just to try and even the skin tone out. I haven't got a colourless blender marker. That's one thing that I haven't got, Susan. Yeah, that's one of the things that I've not got. My son might have one because he uses markers. But I don't ask him, he's on his Xbox. Playing with his friends. I probably don't use markers for, you know, for the reason that you meant to. You know, the blending and stuff, I've always struggled. So I just use them to block a colour in, like I'd do that flower like all yellow. I wouldn't add any sort of shading with the alcohol markers. I'm just not good at it. If I'm holding this, will be alright. Right. She's sort of the same colour, sort of. I think I'm going to go in with watercolour on the flowers. I think I am anyway. And then possibly go back in with my Spectrum. I like the Spectrum Noir markers. I do like them ones. I might go in with them on the hair once I've done the watercolour. So I'll move that out of the way so I've got a bit more room. Well, exactly. I've tried the, you know, the proper blending, going from the lighter to the darker and adding like contours and stuff, and it just looks muddy, if anything. It just doesn't look nice. Let me get my watercolours out. I did actually get the vintage pastels. It turned up a couple of days before it was meant to, luckily. So I've been messing around with that the last couple of days. So I don't think I'm going to use these two. Brushes, water. Yeah, so like I said, I'll stick to just block colouring with them anyway. I'm not too keen on the smell of that, or the Ohuhu ones that I've got. I can't really get on with them because of the smell. I mean, they're alright. Just can't really stand the smell. I mean, this is coming from someone that sprays hairspray on the pan pastels, and that doesn't bother me, but they do. I'm liking these sort of colours. You know, your brights, so I think we're going to stick with them. I actually went out yesterday and bought a proper watercolour brush. That was my first one. And that was from Hobbycraft. I think it was about £4 something. So you want to test that out. I'm just using an old tea towel, you know, for wiping off the colour. I was using kitchen roll, but I felt really wasteful because I was going through so much. So when this gets really, really dirty, I just stick it in the washing machine. The Charmeleon markers. I've seen Claire's review on them and they do look really good, but they look like a lot of work. You know, a lot of faffing, putting one thing onto another. You know, that's what it seems to me. It just looks like it's adding more work than it's needed. Right, I want a yellow, I think. Or a yellowy orange. I was really scared about using the palettes in these. Oh, I don't want to get them dirty. But that's just silly. Let's wipe off my brush. I'm going to the orange. I had a very, very, very sweet message actually yesterday. One of my old college friends that I've not seen when I'm 32 now, so 15. 16, 17 years ago, the last time that me and her saw each other. We've got each other on Facebook anyway. She messaged me yesterday asking would I do a piece for her, like an art piece, so she can frame it and put it in the kitchen. I thought that was so sweet. Yeah, that made my day yesterday. So I've chose a Hannah Lynn picture for her and she's given me the colours of her kitchen, so I just have to attempt to match it. I'll start that probably Tuesday or Wednesday when I can. Cassie, I think it depends on what book you're planning on using. Yeah, this girl is, she bakes now for a living. Bakes cakes, cupcakes. So I think I'll say to her, well, you can pay me in cookies. Don't give me anything else, just give me cookies. I was going to email her anyway, because she does like Valentine's Day cookies. So it was weird that she'd messaged me first. So let me just test this colour. That's fine. And again, I don't know how this paper is going to react. I don't know if the ink is going to run. I'm not sure. It's not looking very good at the minute because I can see it running a little bit there. So I'm going to have to, yeah, you can see it running. But if you don't try, you don't know, do you? But it is running. I'm not too worried about it because I'm going to go over with colour pencil anyway. Hey, Lauren. I think, yeah, it just depends on the paper. I did, it wasn't watercolour, it was a acrylic wash in the Kirby book, and it did warp the paper quite badly actually, but it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. And this ink is running, which is always fun. Even the ink that I use at home for printing out doesn't run like how bad this one is. Look, I'll bring you in closer. I don't know if it's picking it up there, but it is running quite badly. Susan, I might switch the brushes. That might be the problem. Let me try a different brush. I have just got normal water brushes and normal brushes. And let me see if that's the problem. No, it's still running. Either way. And it's running quite badly actually. So I'm just going to do probably this one and this one in this watercolour, because that is pretty bad. Oh, and I wanted to use more watercolour tonight. That's annoying. Yeah, let me lift you up again. Can you see it? How it's feathering there? All here. That is really weird. Really weird. And let me do this one. I think this would even bleed if you used Inktense or Neo colours. It's that bad. It's a massive shame that. It's a massive shame. I think it's going to take a lot of pencil to cover that up as well. I'm just going to finish this one off. I think I'd have to fully let that dry. That is going to put a lot of people off getting these. You'd be better off getting the PDFs and printing it out on your own paper. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this to one side and completely let it dry. I'm not going to mess with that anymore. And I'm going to get a book that I know fares well with watercolour, because I did want to have a mess around with my watercolour tonight. I'm not in the mood for destroying that page, and I know that this one's all right. So let me pick one out of here. I'll have to email the distributor and ask what sort of printer that they use, or what sort of ink, because surely that's bad. That's really, really bad for it to bleed that much. I Quite like this one. I've done quite a few ways to be in now, actually. I like this one. I like this little dragon. Is it a dragon? Is it a newt? Is that what they are? Let me just move the mouse. Put you there. Move the wire. Let's just make some more room. My phone out the way. I am going to stick with that yellow because that was a really, really pretty yellow colour, that. Hope you don't mind with me changing books, but I don't want to destroy that page. What I might actually do is completely let it dry, take a picture and email it to them. Because I'm very, very curious to see what sort of ink has gone on that. So I've definitely not got a plan with this one. But let's just go with it. A very, very thin layer here. I think, Cassie, this would be definitely one, this one and the mermaids one that I'll complete. I've already done quite a few images in this one, and for the fact that it takes watercolour as well as that it does, that's a bonus. See, this is just gliding on. I'm not having to worry like I was then with that one. That's just sort of took the fun out of it that a little bit. I'm a bit annoyed. But if that didn't happen, then I wouldn't be colouring this one, would I? I do really like this brush. You can tell the difference anyway from the really cheapy ones that I was buying, like 10 in a pack for like £2, and buying them individually, a little bit more expensive ones. You can tell the difference. There's a local art store near me, and I've not been yet. I'll say near me, it's probably about half an hour's drive away. And I haven't been yet, only because it's not open at the weekends. And my husband is off work tomorrow, so he doesn't know it yet. But he's taking me there tomorrow, because it's Monday and it's open. He just doesn't know it yet. And he's got his headphones in, so he can't hear me at the moment. I really like this yellow. It's really nice colour, that. Again though, it's coming up on screen more orangey, which is strange. So it's not buffering or anything, is it? This was another reason why I got a laptop, because I couldn't let my son on the Xbox at the same time when I was streaming off my phone. So I'm hoping that this connection is good. How many people are taking part in next month's event as well? I can't remember the name of it now. February something. Was it Furries? I've seen a little clip today of it on Facebook. I think do the printed images go on sale next week? Can't quite remember. Well, that's the only well, we've got Hobbycraft, but that's not close to us, and it's pretty expensive there actually. I mean, I don't know what this art store's like. This other one, like I've never been. But we have another store called The Range that we can get sort of supplies from, but it's not just an art store. It's sort of like, it sells everything from like dog food to mirrors to glasses and knives and forks to toys. A wide variety of stuff, but you can get some good stuff in there actually. More water to that. And let's just bring it down. Yeah, that's not the name of the one that I'm talking about. Who's taking part? I think Sean. I can't remember his YouTube name there, but Sammy's doing it. Colouring chat with Sam, and there's a few more. I think Colouring F is doing it as well. Lisa, what's the last name? Anyway, there's a few anyway. So I'm going to take part in that next month. Well, we're in this month now, aren't we? Are we the 2nd today? It's this month. Yeah, we're 2nd today. Tammy. You just got to sort of be clever what you're buying. I mean, I'm the first one to admit it. I've bought certain things and not got on with it just because everybody else is buying them. So I wanted to try it, see what all the hype was about. And I've not got on with them very much. So I do my research now. On supplies anyway. I can't say that about the boots, can I? After what's just happened in that book. Yeah, but I'll be finding out what sort of ink it is anyway. I think I'm going to shade with the orange. I did collaging as well for the first time 2 nights ago. I can't believe how much I enjoyed that actually. It was so fun. Very messy. I mean, I had stuff everywhere all over the desk. But it was really fun. Right, let's darken this up a bit now. Just going to go in with the orange. I might have to add a little bit of brown. Which we'll go in with the chocolate. Serious willpower. I don't need to have willpower. I've got a 3-year-old that whinges when we go into shops. That's my willpower. I have to be as quick as I can in there. I'm just trying to water this down just a little bit more. Right, and I'll go in with the shades already and just add a thin layer. Who else has pre-ordered the new Kirby book as well? I think there's Lauren in the new Kirby book. There is 2, if not 3 dinosaur pictures, I believe. There's one with, I think it's a Stegosaurus, and then there's one that's got 2 pterodactyls in, I believe. Let's go in and darken it up again. No, just turn it over. Can you see that side? Doesn't bleed through. I mean, if I sat here digging a dark colouring over and over and over again, it probably would bleed through, but because I'm using light layers, it's not doing. What did you buy, Lauren? Wow, which one have you just bought? You're colouring fun in the sun. I've not seen that hashtag. Yeah, well, I think the Kirby one was meant to be released on the 6th. But then I got an email yesterday off Amazon saying it's going to be delayed until late 11th. Like, well, why? And it's something to do with the I'm not quite sure. I can't remember what he said now. Yeah, I think that when I pre-ordered it, it was about £7.50. So it's, you know, you can't beat that, can you? For that quality of the images that you're getting. Like I said, I'm a sucker for anything with a dinosaur on. So I'm looking forward to that dropping through. I'm not going to bother doing a flip through on that because enough people have done that on that one. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that one actually. I like seeing everyone's finished pages from the new books. That's why I was surprised I've not seen anything on that book. You sound like a little girl.
What?
You sound like a little girl. Can any of you hear him laughing?
I'm trying not to get nice because you win. He was laughing a minute ago because he went, I've had to do the floor thing, do a high wire wall thing, and well, like 40 metres high for the pole, obviously connected to. Anyway, the part of the challenge was to get these chocolate cows in this shop and get toys from above. And then that lost, and he said, I've been having nightmares about this chocolate cow getting in last night, I'm like annoyed about it. He went, I'm thinking about stopping eating meat, I think about going vegetarian.
Oh my god.
I'm thinking about going vegetarian and flipped up and what, you're just going to not eat beef? And he went, no, just cow.
You can't have been serious saying that.
He was being serious. He didn't know when there was a cow surprise and he got there, he said, is it a girl cow or a boy cow? And he went, you're going to laugh. He went, no.
The boy cow's called a bull, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, I never knew that, so I always thought it was boy cows and girl cows.
Yeah, so I do apologise if you can hear him giggling in the background. He's watching his programme. I need to go and get a bobble. I just bleached my hair earlier on. I needed to do my roots, so I've not put it in a bobble thinking, oh, I don't want to crease in my hair. Now I'm sat here boiling. Yeah, so this paper is absolutely fine with watercolour. Let me see. This one here that I did the whole actual background, that is all watercolour. And I've not had a problem. As you can see, the back of it, it's slightly warped. But, you know, if that doesn't bother you, it's fine. Well, she's just put it up. Well, I won't be on stream for hours and hours, so I'll be able to see it in a little bit. I'll be interested to see what she's going to love it, isn't she, either way? She's going to love it. I see. We was working in another route tonight, but it was a bit of a failure. I started to use watercolour in the new Mariola. It's not the book, it's the free prints that she gives you. But technically, if you think about it, it's not really free because the price of the book, it sort of weighs itself out being similar sort of price. Anyway, so I put watercolour in this on this page, and the ink's just not having any of it. So I've switched boots anyway. That was the point. That was the point. I wasn't working in this, but this has been a picture I wanted to do it for a little while anyway, so I don't mind. I wonder if she's going to do like a colour along with that one. They're quite intricate pictures, aren't they, to do a colour along with it? It'd take a long time anyway to finish one. I like to sit as well when I'm properly colouring in Kirby's boots. I like to sit on the couch as well, where it's comfy, because I know I'm going to be there for a while. So obviously I can't stream that. I am going to go in and blend this. I'm just going to let it to dry off a little bit first. Katrina, hello. Welcome. I don't think I've seen you before. I've not seen you on live stream before. How are you? Tell her I said to do the dinosaur, Susan. Do the dinosaur. Everybody loves them. There's two though. There's two different pictures. I'm going to do the flying ones first, I think. I have pre-ordered it. I've literally just been saying that I pre-ordered it off Amazon and it's been delayed, unfortunately. But I did see, this was yesterday, there's a bookstore in the UK called The Works that do like, they have the Kirby boots in there quite often actually. And someone had posted a picture to one of the groups that they've managed to pick up this brand new book in there. I mean, if Amazon's not got hold of it, how on earth is this bookstore got hold of it? I don't know. I haven't a clue. I'm very well, thank you. The reason that I'm on tonight, I'd usually stream, I'm trying to aim for a Tuesday. But the reason that I'm on tonight is I'm testing out my laptop for the first time. I did try to go through OBS, I want to say, but it was echoing, so I think I need to mess around with the settings. So I'm just literally going through, is it the webcam? So that's the reason that I'm on tonight anyway. None of my mods are on tonight. Kirsty's not on. Mia's not on. Nobody's on. I was chatting to Kirsty as well not long ago. I don't know where she is. I don't know. They do, and I was naughty, and I picked up a second copy of, which one was it, my favourite one? The Mythomorphia. I've got a second copy of that now. I've not even took the sticker off it yet. But I got that to do as like watercolour only book. Not so much as a mess around book, but it was only £5, and I enjoy working in them ones. Come on the works and have a look. I'm gonna have to, because it was irritating me that yesterday. I couldn't work out how the works got it, but Amazon, you know, this big corporation, this big company's not got it yet. That's a bit weird. I'm just going in with a clean brush here, just blending out these edges. Just wetting them again, and I might have to go in with a little bit more colour. Just to blend them very slightly. Kirsty, you here? I was wondering where you was. You can never have enough Kirby. I think my husband would disagree. He doesn't know that about it anyway. He doesn't know I put boots that I've got in there. He just says to me, do you not think you've got enough boots now? But I do this every night for a couple of hours each night. So it's not like they sit there. I'm always messing in one of them. I was chatting with Kirsty earlier on, who's colouring K's on now. And she's going to be filming a, what are you going to call it, Kirsty? A haul video? Like an art supplies video. So if you want to click on her name, it'll take you over to her channel. So if you subscribe, then it will pop up in your notifications when she's added it. Which I don't know when it's going to be, because you didn't tell me, Kirsty. So would they have that new one then, Katrina? Tammy, you need to get at least one. You'll really enjoy Kirby's work. They will take you a little bit longer to do. Some of the images, they're quite intricate, aren't they? And they've got a lot to do. But I'd definitely recommend anybody that's not tried Kirby's to get one of Kirby's books. Get the Colourmorphia, because that is a mixture of all of his books. To be fair, Susan, he's been really, really good. He's been really, really good. We took that not old, it's not even old, it was a week old. We took that laptop back and he organised and he paid for me to get this better laptop. And he's always asking about YouTube and stuff. He is really supportive. I am lucky. He doesn't moan about it. I mean, he's let me put an art desk in the dining room. And I'm lucky. I'm just going to run upstairs and go get a bubble because I feel like the back of my neck's burning up. I'm going to check the chat on it. You know, Adia, when it'll come. Your Jacksonite stuff will probably come, if you ordered it Thursday, Friday, it'll probably come Wednesday, Thursday, Kirsta. And the stuff from Etsy, you'll probably get that towards the end of the week, possibly Monday next week. I'd probably think Friday or Saturday though, anyway. I'll be back in a minute. I just need to get a bubble. So while I'm up now, let me show you this picture now that it's dry. It's absolutely horrendous. Can you see all there? All here. All there. That's not good, that's... I think it'd even do that with Inktense. I think Neocolor 2s would do the same. Watercolour pencils, anything wet is a no-no with this ink. The paper's fine, it's the ink. I mean, it wasn't cheap as well for that set. I think it was like £29 something. So you don't expect that, do you? Well, I definitely don't expect that anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna as soon as I come off the stream, I am gonna message them because that's not on, because that's my main medium that I do use now. This and pencil. That's the set of images that came with the boot coaster. So I mean, for 20, it says it comes free with it, but surely they couldn't charge £29 for that colouring book because it is quite thin, and the paper's thin in it as well. So it's like, I think it's all rolled into one price, that, because she sells the PDF separately. So like I said, I'm not happy with that. I will test the colouring book. I'll do a little bit of watercolour in there before I message them, because if the same thing has happened in that, yeah, so I'm not happy, Bunny. I was naughty today as well. We've been to Krispy Kreme. We had to nip to Costco to stock up on basics for the month. And there's a Krispy Kreme, like, I mean, a stone throws away as you walk out of Costco. And I walked out with, was it 12? Yeah, 12 donuts. 12 donuts. We sat in and let the kids have one each. Well, as well had half of one. But yeah, 12 donuts. So that was really naughty. No worries, Kirsta. Just if you come back online or you're here, let us know, if you will. I'm just going in with thin layers, because if I put too much on at once, it will seep through. So just thin layers. Bread pudding. Oh, well, I've got a coffee cake as well on top of the microwave that we forgot about. I keep saying as well, I need to cut down, And it's like, I suppose I can't help myself. To be fair, the kids really enjoyed it. And I said to Lewis, I said, you're going to have to take 2 or 3 of them in your packed lunch, just to get them out of the house. I'll take some to nursery as well tomorrow, see if anybody wants some there. Otherwise, we'll end up eating them all. Is it a newt? I think it's meant to be a newt, this. I think so anyway. I've tried to go over my nails as well with some sort of nail polish, but because I had acrylics on for so long, it's just destroyed my real nails. I think it's going to be months and months before, you know, they look healthy again, unfortunately. Or is it meant to be like a Chinese dragon? I'm not sure. Right, the hair. Let me look at my colour charts. So we're definitely at yellow, orange. So if we go for blue hair, what sort of blue have I got in here? That's not the sort of blue that I want. I think I've got a couple of nice blues in here actually. Yeah. So let me switch over the palettes. There is a couple of metallic ones in these. So the decadent pies. There's a gold in this one, which is fine, and there's a silver. But in the complexion set, there's a gold in that as well. Why would you need a gold for skin tone? It seems just like a waste of a pan, a waste of a colour. To me, it does anyway. I'm going to go in with this blue, and I'm really going to water this one down. Very, very, very pigmented. I love these watercolours. Let's wipe some of the excess off. The colour wheel is from Amazon, and I think it was about £1.40, Susan. Very, very inexpensive, and that was free delivery as well. And I probably waited about 2 days for that. Just type in colour wheels on there, Amazon, and you know, all sorts pop up on there. You can get ones that go into really a lot of detail. Like you can move this around. I don't tend to use the back. I mean, I should really. I should learn how to use it. But I've just been using it for contrasting colours, just to try and learn them. Alright, so let's go in with this blue. I'm just going to test it, that's fine. Yeah, they're only really cheap, but quite handy. I think it shows you something along the lines of the back, like, right, where's that on? Triad. So like your 4 colours that would go together. That's like a mustard, an orangey mustard, a dark blue, and like a turquoise blue. And as you turn the wheel, it will show you what colours go together. And split complementary colours. You know, it explains it all in there anyway. So again, I'm just going to go in with a really light layer of this and then darken it up, because I do want it a quite dark blue. Well, light layers. I think that's looking quite cute actually. Yeah, I'm going to have to put quite a few layers on that actually, to get it as dark as I want. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the background. Some of these images, I don't believe that they do need necessarily a background. I remember when I first started colouring, I never did any backgrounds on any pictures. I didn't feel the need to. Or I was going in with the soft pastels and making a mess everywhere. I don't miss using them. I mean, they were fun at the time, but they're really messy, aren't they? Yeah, so water brushes, like proper watercolour brushes, I would recommend getting a slightly more expensive one, because this is making things a lot easier actually. It's holding on to the water a lot more. I missed a bit of his ear there. These little tufty bits. And here. Let's just add a little bit of colour onto the mix into a green there. Right, I'm going to darken that up very slightly. If you're wanting to try watercolours as well, I really would recommend these little palettes. They're quite inexpensive and you get some really unusual colours as well if you don't like mixing. Just wipe off the excess and let's blend that. Wipe it off again. I'm just going in with clean water now. So it just gives it a nice blend that at the bottom. Same thing again. I was actually sat for about half an hour before as well watching Dancing on Ice. I've not watched any of that this season and I could have kicked myself. It looks like it's been really good. Right, wipe off the brush again. Have you sorted them, Kirsta? How's Casper getting on in the nights now? Any more luck? The last couple of nights have been interesting for us, to be honest, with that new bed. She gets really upset when you put her in bed for about 10-15 minutes. When did I start colouring? May of last year. The first book that I bought, it was my husband that picked it up. It was a Colouring Heavens cat book. And then the first book that I bought myself was the Jade Summers Dragon book. And then it's just sort of blown up from there. It's okay now, it's just hairs oil. Yeah, it's a lot bigger than we expected, to be honest. And there's no beating around the bush. It definitely looks like a disabled person's bed, but the wood that it's made out of is absolutely superb. The material around the inside of it is like, you know, the stuff at Soft Play that's obviously squishy, like at Sensorial, is it? It's like that all the way around, like the head, feet, you know, so she can't hurt herself when she's rolling over or she can't get stuck or anything. She doesn't need them, the bumpers. She doesn't need them. I was thinking about getting some little fairy lights, but obviously not turning them on at night time, because that'll just cause murders, I think. It does, Susan. It does. It's just sort of, it started off with me colouring once a week to literally I'm sat here for a couple of hours every single night, and if not in the day. Once I get everything done that I need to get done, I'll sit here. Obviously when my daughter's in nursery or she's having a nap or whatever, That's how I managed to get all my pictures done. Because a couple of people have said, where do you find the time? Where do you find the time? Just in the evenings mostly. You know, once the kids and the husband sorted out, this is my time in the evening to do what I want. So I sit here, colouring, painting, etc. When did you start, Susan? Was it because of Sammy by any chance? Or did she start because of you? You're retired so you can sit there all day. Look at you. Yeah, bliss. Yeah. No, I think I am lucky with the amount of time that I do get. And most of the time I'll be sat here with the iPad in front of me, listening to DDR for the time. Well, actually 9 times out of 10. Either that or watching Disney vlogs, people going away and travelling and stuff. It's 5 weeks yesterday now, is it? Yeah, 5. I got YouTube for, well, it's going to be 11 days really, because I'm not going to want to get back the first day and start filming. But now that I've got this laptop, I think I can upload them and put them on private, and then when I'm out there, I can you know, schedule them. So that's a lot better. I know. I really enjoy watching that. Actually, I commented on it. I said she's like a kid in a sweet shop, isn't she? Walking around there. She makes me laugh. And she's not bothered as well, is she, about filming in public? I keep saying I'm going to do it, but I feel like I'm going to have an heart attack every time that I think I'm going to do it. I think, oh no, I don't want one of the employees saying something to me. I think I'd go like seriously bright red. I want to go in with a darker shade. Let me test it. Oh, and ever since she bought you that colouring book and pencils, I coloured a lot as well as a child. I drew a lot actually as a child, and I did it in college. When I left school, I went to art college for a year. But then once I had Lewis, any sort of hobbies like that went out the window. And it's only like I said, May of last year that I've picked it back up, and I didn't do like any sort of like watercolours, acrylics. It was very basic stuff I did back in college, and I don't even remember half of it, to be honest. I don't even think I remember the teachers' names or the people that I went with. Only a very small handful anyway. Very small handful. Well, Kirsty yesterday, one of my old school friends, and we went to the same college as well, she'd messaged me asking for me to do a picture for her so she could hang it up on a kitchen wall. How sweet is that? I'm so flattered. And she does baking and like baking cookies and cakes and stuff. So I'll say to her, you can pay me in a cake. Pay me in a cake. Or some cookies. She's selling Valentine's Day cookies at the minute, actually. I'll get some of them off her. Because she liked that jasmine one that I did, you know, with the cupcake. But there's only that, you know, there's only that one picture. I'll have to rebuy the boot to use that image again. I'm not doing that, so I'm doing a Halloween one. Why is it not going well? What have you had? Do you stick to the Weight Watchers food? My mother-in-law goes to Weight Watchers every week, I think, actually. Yeah, to see how your colouring style has come on, Susan. Yeah, that's a good idea. Slimming World. See, I don't even know the difference. Is it different? Is it the same thing? What is it? I probably need to find out soon. Just blending these colours in. Yeah, so I'll keep you updated about that book anyway. I'm gonna mess around. You know what? I'll do it on camera. I'll do a little bit of watercolouring in that book when I finish this one, and we'll find out if it reacts the same. And I'm very interested to see what the artist is going to say about it. I used my colour wheel, Kirsty. I tried to go for contrasting colours. With me using watercolours though off the actual image, I don't know what I'm going to use for the background or if it even needs it. Hiya Mia. Was your ears burning before I was saying that you or Kirsty weren't on and then you both pop on? I feel a bit silly having that as the heading of my video now, and it's not even that book that I'm colouring in. It's your dad's birthday today. How old is he, Mia? Groundhog Day. Did you get him anything nice? Or have you been anywhere with him? Rolo, don't start. I'm going to check the back of this paper, but I'm sure it's fine. Yep, absolutely fine. No bleed through. And then a very minimal amount of buckling. Actually, that is a page that I need to do on the other side. I didn't notice that one with the wire or something. I don't know what they call them whales with the corns. Yeah, he's watching. You cannot hear him laughing. I'm surprised the back camera's not picking up that. He's watching A League of Their Own at the minute. But he's made chicken wings. He's got all sorts of snacky food. He's sat there now drinking a Red Bull. There's no way that he's going to stop up till 3 o'clock in the morning. No way. I'll be impressed. So I'm going to come down in the morning. He's sleeping on the couch tonight. So there's no way that I'm having him come upstairs and waking everybody up at that time in the morning. So he's sleeping on the couch. So you can imagine what it's going to be like in the morning, bringing 2 kids down to get ready for school and nursery. That's going to be fun. And I've been even a nice wife. I just did my hoovering as well about an hour ago because I thought I won't be able to do it in the morning. I don't want to wake him up. So I've done everything that'll make any noise. So I'm just going to sit here and paint or colour for an hour in the morning. Peace and quiet. And then he's going to wake up and take me to an art store. He just doesn't know. Thank you, Mia. This was not the plan tonight. Right, I'm going to get that other boot now and let's see how it behaves. Right, let me put this one side, not knock everything over. Let me show you, Mia. So this is one of the I can't take him seriously when he's laughing like that. can't watch it, Dana.
Just watch the McGuinness has got stuck in his big pile of water. He's trying to make like an affordable off-road car for before they build this. And he's got stuck in his big pile of water. Watch.
He didn't fall, does it? The video is on that show anyway. Yeah, so I've used watercolour, I've used a base of markers on this. And I've gone over with watercolour, and as you can see, it's bled really, really bad. I mean, as soon as that water touched the page, it was, you know, it was horrendous. So what I'm going to do, oh, let me get the other one. I'm going to test the actual colouring book because I'm not happy with that. That means that I can't use watercolour with any of them images. I can't use Neocolour, Inktense, no nothing. So let me pick a page that I wouldn't really be bothered about. Right, I'll go for this very back page. Oh yes, oh yes. I'm a bit angry because you know they're not cheap books. They're not cheap books. They shouldn't be acting like that. And the paper in this, I mean, it's okay. It's not the thickest. It's okay. So let's see. So to make it fur, I will use the same colour that I did in the other one. I'll use the same brush. Let me wipe it off. And if this acts the same, I want to know what ink they've used. Look at that. That's not one that I got yesterday. Look at it. You see it's bled. That's because of watercolour. I'm going to test the boot now and I'm going to email them. That shouldn't happen. My printer doesn't even do that.
Was that looking 40 quid book or whatever?
£29. Right, let's test it.
Maybe you just put words in.
I didn't. I know how to use these now, don't I?
Sauce.
I'm taking the mickey out of me. Right. You put them in shortly. I'm not going to be on here for ages and ages. It was just a test. Sorry? Yeah, the big one. I know, I'm glad that the camera picked that up. It's just taking mickey. Right, this is just a very, let me test it first. A very thin layer will do the exact same thing. So I'll do a thin layer, leave it to dry, and then we'll go over it again. This doesn't seem to be doing it already. I can notice that it's not doing it. It's the ink that they've used on that, the separate print-offs. Like, can you see I'm going over the black as well there a couple of times. Right, so the boot doesn't do it, so that's good. Obviously, that's good. Go over again with the darker shade. Right, so that's fine. That's fine. You know, that has not done it. But the other one is, you know, that's not acceptable. Back to the pot manga. I realised I just missed a bit of blue there. But it's not done it in the book. Not done it in the book. It's just them the print-offs that it's done it with. I'm still going to email them.
Maybe it is more to do with your printer, how it's printed it.
Oh yeah, I know, but that printer that I've got here isn't an overly great one, and it doesn't do that. No, because I like them printouts. Have you heard him? Them printouts, you know, are the ones that I would have chose. Tamara, hello. You're new to the channel. I was going to say I've not seen you here on the live stream before. I'm sorry, how do you pronounce your name? Nellis? Nellis? I missed you there. Hello. I was just too busy moaning about them print-offs. Yes, it's just very unfortunate. But I'm pretty sure I said in the flip through when I first opened it, these are the ones that I'll probably end up colouring the most of. And then it's sod's law, I shouldn't have said anything. I shouldn't have said anything. So I think I'm going to let that dry now, then we'll go over with pencil. What should we do about the little lady down here? We can go in with the skin tone for her. Let's use the complexion one. She's not going to take long to do. I'm going to go in with a bit of the wrong brush, peach cobbler. A little bit of that. Add a bit of pink to it, which is lemonade. That's a strange name. And darken it up very slightly. Right, that should be fine. Oh yeah, that's a nice skin tone colour. I just put a little bit too much on. So this is what I mean, I really enjoy watercolour, so you know it's not fair that I can't use it in that boot knife. The printouts rather. Yeah, that's fine.
How
many's in there? Save some for tomorrow.
It must be 12 to 13.
And Lewis wants some. I know we can't have any now, it's too late. But
I want something a bit on the cold, so I'll do.
I'm going to do with that skin tone colour.
Do 9 now.
Okay. Lauren, no worries. And again, your picture turned out loads nicer than mine. I do need to post it yet on Instagram, but I think you've saved me the job now, so thank you. I do really love how yours has turned out. Lauren did the same picture that I was colouring on live stream from the dinosaur book. I really like that skin tone colour. I'm going to have to remember them 3 colours that I use. That is a really nice combination of colours there. Right, outfit, I want it sort of matching. Then, is it a newt, this? I keep saying it. It's not a dragon, is it? Or is it a newt? Right, we're going to give her blue pants. And try not to go out the lines, Deborah. Like this. And I've already gone out the lines there. What is it then? What's it meant to be, that? I thought maybe a Chinese dragon. Not sure. Right, she can have a blue ribbon to match the pants. And I'm going to go with an orange top and orange socks, I think. So where's my oranges? My oranges are over there. Actually, I'm going to mix it a little bit of peach cobbler. That's from the complexion palette. With some of the citrus from the pastel palette. Let's try that. Hey Sammy, lovely to see you. I'm going to watch your flip through the Kirby book. I've been telling everyone that it's been delayed on Amazon. I think it's like the 11th now. I don't even know how you pronounce that. It's some sort of lizard, isn't it? Yes, but it's been delayed. But I'm looking forward to watching your video when the stream's finished. How many dinosaur pictures is there? I think there's 2, isn't there? I like them ones. And what was the other one? The one with the crayons, like with the obviously the worlds and the crayons. I really like that one. And the socks as well. I've got the laptop working, Sammy, so thank you very much for your help. Oh, you've collapsed on the bed. Are you feeling any better? Okay, yeah, just save them for Lewis then. Axolot. It sounds like when it axolot. Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, so I tried to stream through the actual, not the OBS, it was a different one I downloaded, but everyone was saying it sounded really echoey. So I've gone through the webcam one, and the quality of this seems a lot better.
You don't have to zoom or anything.
No, Danny, I've not even messed around with it though. Samuel on the way could do it. That's who's on now. She's telling me how to pronounce what this is. I thought it was a newt. What is it? Some sort of lizard, isn't it? Axolot. Axolotl. Oh, look, she spelled it for me there.
Axolotl.
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 It's an amphibian. It's cute though, anyway, isn't it?
What were you?
I don't think that big of me left, am I?
I thought we had to sleep later today.
Just be careful, you only bought 2, didn't you? Drinking the Red Bull and what's that one, Rockstar, so you can stay up and watch American football. I'd rather been than me.
Coffee.
Danny, you don't like coffee. I know, but you want to be able to drink it. If you don't like coffee, you want to be able to drink it. I'm going to do the lead on this little fella. Well, that's looking a bit too yellow. That's slightly better. Sammy, I was doing watercolour painting in the new, not the book, you know, the set of art that you get with the Mariola video. I bet everyone's sick of hearing me talk about it now. Oh well, I can show you, yeah. And it's terrible. I'm glad that I've done it on camera. Right, so this is the book. I have to be careful because that's still wet. This is the book. That's fine. I've just done a very thin wash of watercolour there. That's fine. But this one, this is the like the separate prints that you get on cardstock paper. And is it gonna focus? Is it gonna focus? It's bled terribly wherever I've put watercolour. And I mean, for the price of these, the books and everything, it was like £29. That's not acceptable under any circumstances, I don't think. So I am gonna email them. So like I said, I'm glad that I did catch that on camera because I like to do watercolours on nearly everything now, and then I'll go over with pencil. But that's basically unusable for any. You couldn't use nail colours, ink tents, nothing on that, I don't think. So it's very unfortunate. We're almost done getting stuff all done for the Super Bowl party. Are you having a party? Oh no, he'll just be stopping up on his own down here. I think it's still 3 or 4 in the morning, I believe. So yeah, he's going to be tired in the morning. I'll have to send another one out, and also she'll need to use proper ink in them. I know, well, I've literally just been saying my printer is not it's not the best quality printer, and I use, you know, just normal ink that you can buy from the supermarket, and not once has that ever happened that the ink has done that. So, you know, I'm not happy basically. I'm not going to keep this is the last time I mention it, I promise, because people that have been here for a little while are probably sick of hearing me moan about it. But I will definitely email her. And I've got the video footage now to prove it. Your phone went dodgy. It wasn't my stream then, was it, Kirsty? I'm hoping that she's alright about it and she's not, you know, there's no reason why she would be funny about it, is there? Well, yeah, I've not had a problem with any. I bought the set of art, on the normal paper, and I've used water on them. Not a problem. Book, not a problem. It's just that, and I do prefer the printouts over the book. I mean, I still will use the book because it was an expensive book, but I do prefer the printouts because they are really gorgeous images. Yeah, I will. I'll email her and I'll keep everyone up to date about what's happened. Right, her colour. What do we think? That orange isn't really orange, so that may makes a bit of. This is called apple, this shade. That does not look like. Well, I suppose it looks like a red apple. A little bit. A little bit. Give her a little bit. Is it auburn red colour? She did, Sammy. It was all in one package. It all came. Let me show you. It all came. Take the brush out of my mouth. That would help. In like a cardboard box. So you get your card that she signs and your beat marks, and then there's all the set of arts. I mean, they're absolutely beautiful pictures, and that's why I am so upset about it, because I saw myself framing some of these for little Miss's room, and then the book came with it as well. So that all came together in a package, and it was £29 something along the lines of that anyway. Yeah, I would hold off if, you know, if that's going to happen. I didn't see one review or one flip through on that book. And it makes me wonder why now, actually. So this is more of ready hair, isn't it? She's going to be a redhead. Let's add some freckles. My sister's a redhead and she's got loads of freckles. I don't know if it's yeah, she's still got freckles now that she's older as well. Her hair was really that fire red though. I would have loved that colour hair. Well, Mia, I'd just wait for now. I'd just wait, because maybe she needs to change the way that she's getting them printed. I don't know, but I mean, do you use water mediums very often, Mia? Because if you don't, then obviously it doesn't matter. If you just use pencil or whatever. Yeah, Susan, you're right, and that's not usually my sort of thing. But I thought, you know, I'll try something different, because usually anything with fine details, I have to use a fine line. It does give me a little bit of a headache. But I thought, you know, I can go over with watercolour and then go in with a pencil to add detail. That was my idea anyway. So just watch this space, we'll see. Well, the markers were fine. I used the Copic Chow markers. They were absolutely fine on that paper. So I'm going to go in with a different blue actually. Pool Party, this one's called. And put that on her bow. That's a really pastel blue colour. And for the buckles, I'm going to leave that and probably go over that with some sort of gold gel pen, I think. And I've not done some of his collar though. So let me just go in and do that. Well, yeah, with a lot of layers, yeah, it would be wet. Yeah. I need more on there. That's not dark enough. When I don't know what to colour, I keep just reaching for this book. I'm going to add a little bit of this colour here, actually. Doesn't seem shaded enough there. Right, we need a pinkish colour tongue. So, lemonade. Just put a bit there. A little bit of banana cream. Have you got them yet, Mia? Have they arrived? Because I know that you said that you put an order in. It's well worth getting either this one or the mermaid one, Kirsta. I think these two boots are the ones that I've done the most work in. Let me add a little bit more pink to there. I think I've done with the watercolours for now. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with the background actually. Right, so let me just clean my palettes off. I don't like a mess. Which one? Is that the original or is that the mermaid one? It's worth getting it, honestly. You like the jasmine mermaid one, and I recommended that to you, so I promise you'll enjoy it. It's definitely quirky. It's different sort of art, but it's superb. I'm just wiping these off so they don't drip into each other and mess my pans up. Which sets did you get, Naomi? I can't remember. I still want the ocean set. It looks really, really pretty, that one. Oh, I said to you before, if you want a book off the Etsy, you've just got to suck it up and pay the delivery. I know it's terrible. It's terrible that they can charge that much. I think the delivery on the Anastasia, what are they called? Oh, I forgot her name. But they were like £9 for delivery. Oh, so you did get the ocean and the planets. It's the ocean one that I want. Right. Let's tidy up all this. What pencils should I use? I might go in with Artisas or Prismas. I don't know. I might use my Prismas actually. Oh, I have to tidy my desk up because if I leave everything out, then I won't have any more room to put anything else out. Yeah, at that price, Kirsty, go on, you might as well order it. We'll be enablers, go on. Right, so are we dry? I'll leave the girl for a little bit longer. The tongue as well, I'll leave for a little bit longer. So I'll start off with the blues. And we go in with violet blue. Oh, have you got a spare one, Sammy, that you can give to your mum? I was just showing her the one that I've got. And it's only it's a cheaper one, but it explains all sorts on the back. So it's quite handy to have, and I do like to keep it out whenever I am colouring. Just a reference to. You got the same one. By any chance, was it Amazon? It weren't so much, was it? It was about £1.40 something. Yeah, it weren't so much. Right, is this going to be the right blue, this? Let me just check. I nearly went in there without checking. No, it's not. It's good job I did check that. What about this blue? Ah, that's better. Always check your colours. I got an Amazon delivery today, but it was only for a brush for clean my fish tank. It's got a tube, like a filter thing at the top to put bubbles in the tank, and I had nothing to clean it, so it was nothing spectacular. But yeah, I did get an Amazon order. So that's my job in the morning, clean the fishy tank. What colour's this? True blue. I've not actually properly ordered off Amazon. It's been Etsy. I'm going to start running out of room soon for getting new things. I need to think of some sort of other solution, because the bookshelf I've got probably half a shelf left. And to do with supplies wise, I am really, really running low on room. Yes, Kirsty's got a very nice haul coming up. Mia will know how to do it. Mia, can you share Kirsty's channel on the chat for me, please? I don't order off Amazon on a Friday, because then that means it'll turn up on a Saturday. Order in the week. I'm only joking. I always tell him whatever I'm ordering. I'm only joking. It's always my luck anyway. It turns up at like 5 to 6 when he gets home at 10 to 6 anyway. Thank you, Mia. You're terrible. I actually had to Google yesterday, can you take a pencil sharpener on an aeroplane? I had no idea, because obviously it's a blade, isn't it? I was a bit, will it be allowed? But apparently it is. You can take small scissors as well, like what you'd use like for cut babies' nails, that sort of thing. You can take them on a plane, which I was quite surprised about. I never tell him. Are you lucky as well? He doesn't care. No, I just usually get the what have you ordered again sort of thing. Yeah, so you can take sharpeners. So I'm going to take with me on the plane my Black Widows, because that's the smallest set of pencils that I own. So it's in the smallest case, and I've not decided what boot that I want to take with me yet. I'm only taking one, so it needs to be one that's quite versatile. It should have different images in it, and I have no idea. I'm thinking a Jasmine boot, the original first one, or even a Kirby one, because they'll take me a while. But with the Kirby one, I need a lot of room to work. Lewis has been warned that he's going to have to hold Mummy's hand when we're on the plane, because I am terrified. I'm a big baby. You don't care, you just feel guilty. It's your hobby though, Susan. I wouldn't feel guilty. My husband's hobby is football. So whenever he can, he'll go and watch the football, or he watches it at home, and then he'll buy the kits and, the computer games that come out. So we all have our hobbies, don't we? Yeah, I've always been terrified, absolutely terrified. I don't like the taking off. I don't like turbulence. I don't like the landing. Once I'm up in the air, I'm all right. It's just the initial the setting off. Sorry?
Till the turbulence hits.
Yeah, till the turbulence hits. Danny said to me this afternoon, this flight, because I'm going over the Atlantic Ocean, it is going to be, a rocky one. So, hello, Rosemary. Welcome. I was going to say, we've not seen you before. rescue remedy. Oh no, 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 no. I'll be having some glasses of wine as soon as we can. As soon as that air hostess is walking past, she's going to be over to me. I can do. I've got no Isabel. Lewis is 13. So he'll be alright sitting there playing on his computer thing or reading. I think it's 9 hours as well. 9 hours, and I smoke an e-cigarette as well. So it's going to mean proper, a lot of nicotine patches. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, don't get me wrong. I'm going to miss my husband and Isabel like crazy. I've never been away from her before. I've told them they can't come into the airport when I'm going through check-in. They just have to drop me off because I'll just end up being, you know, a bubbling mess, crying my eyes out, saying bye. I'd rather say bye in the car and not have anybody see me. Oh, thank you, Rosemary. Thank you very much. I think I say it every single time as well. I'm getting closer to the 1,000. It's like a big milestone, that. Big milestone. I think one of these dogs needs to go out. I do apologise if you can hear sniggering in the background. It's my husband watching TV. I sort of have little bits of spurts. Kirsta, I'll get a lot of different subscribers and a lot of people speaking, you know, commenting on videos and stuff, and then I'll go like a good few days where you won't get any, and then you won't get comments on your videos. I'm liking the look of that. The camera's washing it out a little bit. Let me just try one light. I'm using 2 different lights tonight. That's more of the true colour. There we go, that's better. That's more. I'm just a bit concerned now what I'm going to do about the background. I don't know. Right, is she dry? Almost. Let's go in and shade the tongue a little bit on the... Not a dragon, is it? Sammy said before and I've already forgot. I need to go in with a gel pen. Which I've got here. That I just keep in a little pug mug. I ran out of nice containers, so I'm using mugs now. Right, so let's do his tongue. Is that alright, or shall I switch this one back on just a little bit? Because I didn't want to, you know, the shadows in my hand. Just going to add a little bit. Like so. And let me find my gold. Should we go with a gold or a copper? I've got a really nice copper gel pen. Which, of course, is the last one that I pick up. These are the Pentel Hybrid Duo. There we go. Oh, and I'm running out of this so much. Well, it has to match these ones that I've got, Kirsta. These are the ones that I use. This sort of design. You can't really see my marble pencil case because it's right at the back of my cart at the bottom. Beautiful little guys. You know what? I'm going to do that now because I can use my phone now. I'm going to have a look. And I could have used that for a colour reference, couldn't I? Right. A-X-O-L-T. Right, let's have a see. Oh yeah, you can buy them in you can buy these in the fish shop. Like pet shops, can't you? Look. I do recognise them now. They are cute, aren't they? Well, I've gone with the wrong colour, haven't I? Oh, well, it's my colouring book, never mind. They are cute, aren't they? I'd have one of them as a pet. I think I've got enough though. Yeah, so I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but I'm literally up to here. So I need to find a seller that sells this colour separate, because this is my favourite one. Does it say what it is? Orange and metallic yellow. Really, really nice. Ta-da! I'll lift it up so you can see better. Well, exactly, yeah, exactly. You know, it would look quite plain if everything was coloured like it is coloured in real life. It'll look quite plain, wouldn't it? You can't even see that shine, but I promise you it is there. It's not showing up. Cult Pals, do they? Right, let me just write that down. That's one place actually that I've never ordered from. I've ordered from Jackson Arts, Cult Pens. Alright, love. I'll have a look at them after I've done the stream and I've watched your video as well. Mia, have you just liked one of my posts that's just popped up? They sell them individually in an art store, and I can't remember what it's called. But when I went in there, it was just like the very basic colours, like gold, silver. There wasn't anything, you know, like these ones. Right. Is the hair dry now? Yeah, we're dry. So let's go in and darken that up a little bit. Let me see. Minimal orange. That should be alright. So for me saying that I wasn't going to come on and stream for a long time, it was going to be a tester, I've been on now for nearly 2 hours. Time flies, eh? I almost stopped myself, bought another Pokemon game. So I'm going to wait till a week before I go away. So I've got something to play in the evenings. Because I swear that Lewis thinks that we're going to be out till 9, 10 o'clock each night. I'm 32, I've got a bad leg. I'm not going to be able to do that every single day. I'm going to be conked out. Tammy, that is absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. It does, Sammy. You don't realise, do you? I've literally said, right, this is just going to be a little bit of a tester. And then you start talking and going on, and then you start your colouring, and then next thing it's 2 hours later. I need to watch more episodes of The Witcher as well tonight. We'd watched 4 episodes, and then we'd stopped watching it for whatever reason. We started watching something else. And then my husband said to me, you can't watch that in a day without me. We're watching it together. So long story short, he's agreed to let me watch it on my own. And he'll catch up. So I've watched episode 5 on Thursday. That was a Rudy episode. A very Rudy episode. I'll not say too much because there may be spoilers. Yes, Dana. 10 minutes. No, because you'll burn your hand. Alright, we'll just be careful. Yeah, so I've watched episode 5. So I'm going to watch episode 6, and that was a Rudy episode. It's a good one. Yeah, I love that programme. So I'm glad I can watch it now in peace. I'm going to go in with a darker brown. Let me see. Leave them in for another 5 minutes, then turn them over. Because the way that they're on, like the skin side up. Yeah, he's cooking chicken wings. He's just like You're just asking me when to turn them over. Not very healthy, I know, at 10 to 10 at night, I know to send it to you. What weeks to go? Well, it'll be a while, won't it, for new series? Yeah, well, I won't say too much, Sammy, but I really enjoyed that last episode. So once I've finished on the stream and I'm doing my things online, I'm going to get into bed. I've got nice fresh sheets and a bed all to myself tonight. And I can't bloody wait. And I'm going to watch, hopefully, I want to say 2 episodes. They're an hour long, aren't they? You know, my husband doesn't cook as well. He can't even do like beans on toast without burning it. But the one thing that he can cook, and he did it this afternoon, he bought the chicken wings. He's bought like all the ingredients for the sauce, and he makes his own homemade like spicy chicken wings. It's only because he's watching the American football, so he's got something to snack on. He's got them, and he's got some Doritos with a dip, I think. So I'm going to nick a couple, eat them, and then watch my programmes. It is really unhealthy though, isn't it, eating that sort of thing right before you're going to go to bed. And I'm wondering why I'm putting weight on. I'm not wondering, I'm moaning. He comes back from Tesco though and he'll say, oh well, I got Isabel this, I don't know, let's say chocolate sweeties, whatever. And they were on 2 for 1 offer, so I bought you one as well. And then if I say, oh well, I don't want it, it's like his face is like, well, I thought I was doing something right. Don't worry, you can't hear me, he's got his headphones in. So I feel tight not taking it off and saying, oh, thanks. I think it must be a man thing that they pick a lot of crap up when they go to the supermarket on their own. Yep, that's the plan. I'm going to just finish the shading off on this little lady's hair, I think. Sort the kids' uniforms out and then go and do what I'm doing. But thank you everyone for joining me tonight, and I'll be back on. Right, on Tuesday I call it this week. What do you guys call it? Because this is where me and my husband argue. He says next, I say next week, sorry, and he says this week. So this is where we confuse each other. What do we say? You say this week. Because it's a Sunday, I say next week. Because to me, a week starts on a Monday, but he says a week starts on a Sunday this week. So I'm wrong. So good job you can't see this. So next week. Alright then, well it'll be this week. It'll be this week. I'm quite happy with her actually. It is confusing. That always made me laugh, that one bit in Peter Kay, because it was like, everybody does it. We're from the UK. Like, not this week, next week, the week after. Everybody does that. Everybody that I know does that. And it was just like one of them, oh my God, I can't believe I do that, realising moments. But I'm going to get going now, guys. Like I said, I've been on we're coming up to 2 hours. I'm 5 seconds off 2 hours. So, like I said, considering that, I'm going to do a tester. But thank you, Sammy. I'm going to have a look at the cult pens and have a look and get some of them pens ordered, because I'm literally running on empty now. And I will keep you all updated about what's happened with this this Marioli Brew deck order. I'm going to email them once I get into bed and get sorted. I'll email her and see what she says. But yeah, considering I wasn't going to do this book, it's turned out quite cute. Mia, you've sent me the link to what? The gel pens, did you say? I will check on Instagram later on. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, and I will see you. It's going to be this week now. See See you later. Bye.